Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here with a quick tutorial, I hope. Quickie tutorial for you guys. I'm on the trend of making things inspired directly by my friends, so I thought I would jump on here real quick to show you what I made. I don't know if you guys remember when everybody was making those like book page paper clips, you know, where like you would fold up some book paper like a couple of times and then you would just like glue a paper clip in and then decorate the top. I think you guys remember. So that's what we're making. We're making a book page paper clip. But since I said I was inspired by somebody, this is directly inspired by Shada at SB Artistry. This was her craft for the Spring Around Challenge this year, which I almost said last year because the year is almost over. So like, that's how long ago this was, but she made this really cute, these really cute leaves for her prompt, using some scrapbook paper and some scrap fabric, and I have a bunch of, like, fabric sample scraps that I was, like, trying to figure out how to use, and I thought it'd be really cute to combine that idea with the book page paperclip, because I also need some decorated paper clips, so this is what I came up with. So these are really cute. I'm going to show you guys how I made them. They're super easy to make, which is good because I have a couple more to make. So here's all I did was I got a sheet of book page. It doesn't matter what size. It just depends on how big you want it to be. I'm making a big book, so I wanted a big leaf. And then what I did, hopefully I'm in frame, was I just sort of roughly folded this up to make the most square I could make since I roughly tore this out. If you're a more plannerly type person, you'll have just cut it down to an actual square and been like official. I am not about that life right now, so I'm going to locate a pen in this mess of a desk that I have currently. And I say pen because I can't find any of my pencils. This is a brand new pen. How do I have a new pen but no pencils? And then I'm just going to give myself a quick straight little line here, which didn't write because I didn't actually prime this pen first. There we go. And then I'm going to take it to my little mini chopper here. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Priscilla, you could have just measured that and then known where to cut. But no. This was more fun. I didn't even draw a straight line. It's fun. I think you understand what needs to happen here. And then I'm just going to clean up this edge as well. And don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to cut a lot of it off anyways. And then I'm going to fold this into a square. And I'm going to fold it again into another square. And if you were my bone folder, you would be... Oh my gosh. It's always like chaos when I go to film. Like I'll be doing this and I'll be like knocking it out left and right. Everything is smooth and easygoing. And then I start filming and I can't find anything. And I don't know where things are. I just found the pen that I was looking for. Like, you guys, what happens in between desk time and film time? Alright, so then it's more of a matter of trying to decide, do I want my paper clip to come here or here? It doesn't actually matter because what matters is how you sew it and which direction you decide to embellish. But for all intents and purposes, I'm going to say that this is where I'm going to stick my paper clip. And what I did earlier was I made this like rough leaf shape just sort of by eyeballing scritchy scratchety style. The biggest leaf shape I could get out of this square of paper. And then I went and took some of my fabrics and cut them into that shape. So I used that as my stencil. fuck it, we'll do this one. No, we're not going to do this one because you won't be able to see it that well on camera for the sake of this video. That'll work. So, all you have to do is keep in mind where your paper clip is going to go. If your paper clip's going to go up here, then you're not going to sew there. You know what I mean? So I'm sticking it down here so that I can remember it goes where the fold is. And then I'm just going to take a glue stick because I don't have to use wet glue for this. I'm just going to slap some of that on there so I can glue this down. And again, it does not have to be perfect. I'm not going for perfect adhesion. I'm just getting it to stay together so that it's easier to manage. And I think I'm going to crease that one more time because it feels a little air bubbly. Okay, and I said paper clip's going to go here. And my little template, it's not my template, my leaf shape is going to go there. So I'm going to slap some more glue down. And then I'm just going to line it up in a way that seems nice and take my advice on this. I know the final shape is leaf and this is square, and you might be tempted to cut this off or cut this following the template so that, you know, it all matches up really nicely when you go to sew. Don't do that because it's a lot easier to have these corners on there for control when you're sewing. If you do not have a sewing machine, you do not need to sew. I just got one, so we're sewing. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go sew in some of these leaf lines. You can just do a straight line across. That is the easiest way to do a little outside edge and then the straight line. I was just sort of messing around to see if I could do leaf veins. I clearly struggled. I'm going to blame the machine on that. It did an extra stitch I didn't prepare for. It probably was me. But I'm going to go sew this together so that we have a nice looking leaf to look at. And then I will be right back. I just forgot to say before I go actually sew, wherever your paper clip is going to go, you do not want to sew. So I'm going to use the short end on here for the inside. And if you have to like make some marks or something, I just remember that I need to leave myself like about 1/4 of an inch, like a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. And then if you want your paper clip to come this way or be straight like this, that also determines where you're going to sew. So when I sew in my leaf shape, I'm going to leave a gap here and probably a gap right here. So this back end will have no stitching right here, which is fine because I'm going to sew around here, I'm going to sew around here. On this one, because I did the veining, I actually started this vein about midway up here so that there would still be space for me to adjust the paper clip how I want in here. So keep that in mind. That's also why I decorated out this way. If you did not want to decorate, you could sew all the way up to here, but you still have to have space for your paper clip to fit. So just be mindful of that. Okay, off to stitch. Be right back. Okay, so we're back. So you can see I did my little stitching here, and I did this just to show you guys that you don't have to do like all this veining work if you don't want to. This was not the simplest, even though it's the most straightforward process. You can let the sewing machine do the work for you and make it decorative yourself. So I popped in some random zigzags there just to sort of add some interest. And then you can see, oh, maybe you can't see, I didn't close it here. So there's still a gap for our paper clip. And then I'm going to trim the strings off the edge because I don't need them coming off the point of the leaf. But I do like them on the end, so I'm going to leave those there. And then I'm going to make sure I can get my paper clip in here before I commit to anything. Yes. Yes, we can. Yes. All right. And then I'm going to struggle to get it out because I somehow hooked a thread. Great. It doesn't matter because we're gonna glue it. Troubleshooting is fun. There we go. And then I'm gonna use my tweezers because they are also thin. I'm gonna open up that little gap for our paper clip. And then I'm just going to take some glue. I have Fabri-Tac, so I'm going to use that. And I'm going to give it like a little squeeze in there in the pocket. And this is just to secure the paper clip so it doesn't go anywhere. All right, turn around. There we go. So once I get my paper clip in there in a position I like, keeping in mind that like if it's at an angle, my leaf is going to clip in at an angle. If I keep it like straight in, the leaf is going to go down versus up. You know, those are things to think about when you're choosing what position your paper clip goes in. And then I'm going to give it a little squeeze so that it'll lock together in there. And then I'm going to take my scissors. These might not be the best ones for this, but I'm going to come at an angle and try to get the blade underneath the fabric and just trim away the extra paper without cutting the fabric or the thread. You definitely do not want to cut where you just gosh, I can't not talk. Words are really hard. You definitely don't want to cut where you just stitched, because that would undo all the work. And so that's going to give us our leaf shape. And it's not the most attractive under here, but this doesn't matter. Because like it's going to go on the page like this. So why are they staring at the back? Oh, I almost cut the stitch off right here. It's still attached, but like, whoo, that was close. So definitely be more careful than me. And that's basically the entirety of it. You can leave it there if you are happy with that. If you just want the leaf shape, or you want whatever shape you choose to do, because this is really like possibilities are endless type shape. But I'm not doing that. So that's it. That's the tutorial over. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys later. Bye. But I'm going to keep decorating. So if you're here to hang out and chat, then here we are. It's not going to take very long. This was actually pretty simple to do. So there's our first one. So I remember what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I'm going to grab some fibers. And I want to use this like bluish green. What happened here where it just went randomly fluffy in the middle? Do you see that? It's like eyelash, 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 fluff. And I'm just going to cut a little length off of that. Some strange things happened in this bag, and I don't know what they were. And then I'm going to cut another one. This also saves me the process of having to make like, whatchamacallit, like dangly type, like fabric dangle paper clips, because it's doing the work of both. Where's the end? Oh my gosh, I just unraveled this entire thing. I couldn't find the end. And I still can't find it. There it is. Sources say it is. This is worse than Christmas lights. What weird fiber. Okay, okay, okay. We got it. We're competent. We're adults. This is such a weird... It's so interesting. Some of the fibers I have really make me wonder. So, I know that I'm going to attach it here at the end. And I guess theoretically I could staple that in there. And then just cover it up with the staple. And then I would have to use glue and wait for it to dry. Or like mess with it while it's drying. I can just keep showing you guys what I'm doing. So let's see. Does it work? Or will I just staple the paper clip? Oh, oh. We have attachment. All right. That saves some fiddling around because it took a while for this to dry. And then I'm just going to grab some pieces. I just found the box that I have been keeping all of this type of ephemera in. I have just been using like 2 packs this entire time. And then it just occurred to me that I have more of these, and I couldn't remember where I put them, but like for the sake of being organized, I put them all into the same box with no label and stuck that box on a shelf and was like, great, we're so organized. We are like doing the best that anyone has ever done. No questions to ask, no thoughts. And then I remembered that I forgot that it was all in a box. So yeah, super useful. Really proud of myself for that. I do want to use that witch hazel eventually, but maybe not right now. I like this poison label too, so let's use that. Ooh, and then let me see. I think I have some cicada wings, insect wings at least. But I think we'll go great on there. But yeah, I'm filming this the weekend before Christmas, and I am not prepared, nor will I ever be. I have no intentions of being prepared. So we're just gonna see what happens. It's supposed to like get super cold this week, so I am already like trying to figure out how to weasel out of leaving my house for like the 3 days it's supposed to be freezing. So wish me good luck on that. And yeah, that's about it. There's not a lot of exciting news. I hope that you guys are... This punches out. Why does it punch out? What is this? Duplicate baby cab check. Baby cab. Is that like the cab for toddlers? I don't understand. I have questions about baby cab. What was I talking about? I don't remember because baby cab has taken over my life. That was a little excessive, but I'm okay with it. I don't know. This is why I don't do these like crafty chats, but I know you guys like to see the process, so we're doing it. You asked for it. It's your fault. Sorry. So I think I can put this behind here. And then poison. Yes, that's a cool arrangement. I think I am happy with that. I still... Baby cab. Gonna think about that all night into the next day. I'm gonna staple the wings in because Fabri-Tac and plastic are not besties. I did get a story suggestion on my last tutorial, so that will probably be the next story that I do. I was debating doing some like Ghost of Christmas, spooky Christmas stuff, but I don't know if I will be able to voice that over in time. I do have some videos filmed, and I do have some videos that I realized I have not posted yet. So there's probably just going to be like a day before the year ends of like a video dump. So Merry Christmas. Cause I don't know, like the really great thing about having ADHD is forgetting things that you keep telling yourself not to forget, and then forgetting that you've told yourself to not forget, like forgetting not to forget. It's one of my favorite things. I forgot this glue was wet and it's on my fingers. Yeah, it's swell. So I have a couple of videos like that where I'm like, oh, I'm going to release this after I do this, and then, you know, whatever. And you think I would just schedule them, but I don't even get that far with that, like, thought process. I just get to the, make sure you post this video after you finish whatever random thing you're doing. And, that doesn't happen because my brain. I have, some of these I think I want to use and some glossy accents. So I'm just going to get this little scrap o paper. Come out of the bottle. And I probably could have just squeezed that directly on there and then tapped off the excess. Wow. Maybe I'll use my paintbrush. Is this the brush? No, it is not. Yeah, see? So I got some story suggestions from my last video. I could use more. I don't know if I'll be able to finish a holiday one. Gosh, the tangents. In time to be, like, relevant. So we'll see. I may just do, like, a creepypasta reading. I think that would be fun. Those are, like, some of my favorite channels. This is the glue brush. That's why it's janky. Those are some of my favorite channels to, like, listen to. So, I think that would just be a fun thing to do. But then, I don't know, like, would I become a creepypasta channel? Would I be stuck just reading creepypastas? I don't think my voice is cut out to be the spooky creepypasta reading voice. But I think it might be fun just to read some scary stories for Christmas, because that's what I think about at Christmas time. Let's see. Where's my little paper? Let's see if that hasn't, like, absorbed into the fabric at light speed. Hopefully some of these stick. Okay, yeah. That's a good amount. Tap off any stragglers. There was more stragglers. And then we'll roll the rest of these back in here, and we won't lose a single one. Gosh. Alright, not bad, not bad. These are, like, some of my favorite, like, nail art stones, and I got them ages and ages ago, and I don't remember what keywords I used to find them, so I am always really hesitant to use them, but I wanted to use them because they're really pretty. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Add some interest. And I was adding these little clock pieces. Not that they're, like, particularly relevant to the theme of my journal. They're more of a callback to this book that I'm working on, but it'll make sense when the time comes. Maybe this little one? Yes. I need some more glue. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas for stories, let me know, because I would love to tell them to you. Why does this seal shut so quickly? I'm over here fighting for my life with this freaking glossy ass. Yes, this glossy ass bottle, who may be renamed as Glossy Accents, because Accents is not what it's doing right now. This is a very old bottle, though. I should be nicer to it. It has been with me for quite a while. I have a brand new bottle somewhere, too. But I told myself I was going to wait and use this one. And now I am rethinking my life choices. So, yeah. There we go. That's neat. It's hard to see because it's, like, so tiny. It's a little clock part. But I think it's a fun little element. And yeah, that's basically it, you guys. This was a really easy, really straightforward tutorial. So I'm happy to hang out with you guys. I hope to have another video up for you before or by Christmas, because, you know, I'll finish a voiceover or two maybe. But if not, and this is my last video before Christmas, then happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. And if you choose not to celebrate, I hope you are well. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate your faces, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Till next time, bye! Okay, it just occurred to me that I could actually show it to you on a piece of paper so you guys could see what the paperclip part looks like in action. But yes, that's it. I don't know why can't I just end these videos like a normal person. But yes, very happy with this. I'm going to let it dry now and not fiddle with it too much like my last video. Yeah, bye!